you know, it's not rare anymore to see a female play football, but you're getting some action now at the JV level. Talk about, first off, why you're playing football and the desire to come out here and play with these fellas that are banging on each other every day.
Well, I was a manager for middle school, and my dad was the coach, and we had an undefeated season, and I thought it looked awesome, and I wanted to try it. Yeah. So I just asked Coach, hey, can I come out? He said, sure.
Okay, and he said sure, but I'm sure you're thinking, he's probably going, oh, man, how am I going to manage this? Is that something you kind of thought about?
Yeah, I did, and I also thought about what the guys would think since I was the first girl here at Lincoln. And
so what did the players say? And I know they're accepting of having you now, but what was the reaction at the beginning?
It was very mixed. Some of the older guys did not like it at all, and some of the guys in my grade were extremely supportive, and in the middle it just depended.
Yeah. Did you talk to the older guys a little bit, or were they still your teammates at some sense, but did they shun you? Were they at least at some point accepting?
At some point they finally accepted it and decided, hey, maybe this isn't so bad after all. But yeah.
Did you have to kind of prove yourself though? And Coach told me last week, you know what? If you're going to come out and play, you're going to have to take the hits and hit and do all the things that the guys do.
Yeah, I think I definitely had to. It definitely took longer than I thought to prove myself, and it's definitely a harder sport than what it looks, for sure.
What is hardest about it now that and we're going to talk about getting a chance to play and actually, I mean, not taking anything away from kicking, but it's a little bit different getting in there and hitting people. What was it about that first time that, you're out there banging on other guys and doing all this stuff out there that football players do?
It was a lot of adrenaline rushes, and it felt kind of awesome to finally get that feeling of, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing it right, I finally get it,
Well, the kicking side beside, but did you anticipate that they told you you're going to get a chance to play and put the pads on and take a few licks of these guys?
They told me at the very start that, hey, you're going to have to do what the other guys do and do your kicking at the same time. You're going to have to do it. So I knew it was coming. But
all right, when you found out, did you sleep the night before? What was going through your mind?
I did. I had wondered when I signed up if it wasn't going to have to be a part of it because, I knew there wasn't a particular coach just for kicking that could work with me. And so, yeah, I kind of anticipated it.
All right, from a position standpoint, what did they have you playing?
Corner, free safety, wide receiver, and then, of course, kicker.
Okay. Are you going to demand the football at some point as a wide receiver? Have they thrown to you yet?
In JV they did. Okay. And I did not catch it, but it happened. Yeah.
Do you get a reaction from the other team at all? Guys, I mean, they're thinking they're going to take it easy on you there. They're going to just come out and play normal. What was the reaction of the other teams?
That's also mixed reaction. There are some guys that think they're going to come out there and just bully me, and then that doesn't happen, and it makes them very angry. And then there's some guys that go out there and they're kind of scared because, they think they're going to hurt me or that kind of thing. And then there's other guys that just don't care.
Yeah. What is the reaction of some of the females around the high school and such when they see you out there?
They're really supportive. Some of them were actually more supportive than the team was at first. They were excited for me, so.
Are you anticipating that you're going to stay with it? You're a sophomore, correct? Mm-hmm. So are you going to stay with it and kind of see where this leads down the future?
Definitely, and my soccer coaches love it because they say it puts me in perfect shape and gets me strong because I'm defense in soccer, so I have to be.
Yeah. Let's be honest about one thing. The locker room's smelly. The guys are sweating all the time, and they're saying things, and I know they're probably trying to be careful around you, but honestly, I mean, they kind of stink and everything?
Yeah, but I do too. I mean, it's part of the game.
But they smell worse. I mean, I've been around men's locker rooms, and they're just not a lot of fun, are they?
The smell is not, no.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you then, if you're going to stay with football, are you anticipating that, listen, I'm going to try to find a position, I'm going to compete for that position and not just say, well, she's just on the team because she's a kicker?
Yes, I definitely do. I'm working really hard to try and show that I can do it, so.
What is this statement for you? And a lot of people may say, well, she's just showing off and wants to be on the football team. It's a novelty. Do you say, listen, I'm very serious about this and I'm not taking it lightly?
Yes, I am really serious about this, and I want to show other girls that they can do this by doing it. And we have a girl in middle school now, and it made me feel great. I love it.
Would you listen? Let me ask you. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from being on the high school football team, but would you anticipate maybe someday that the girls ought to have a football team as well if they choose to do so?
I would love that. I think it would be awesome because it is fun to play with the guys. But, sometimes I feel like I don't fit in because they are all in their groups and I have my girl group that I hang out with. And then I come here and it's all of them. So
did they let you hang around with them a little bit? I mean, come on. I mean, it ought to be at least nice to invite you into the group.
Yes, there are guys that have kind of taken me under their wing at football and they're pretty awesome.
All right, my last thing for you is if you get down the line somewhere, would you ever think about playing collegiately if the opportunity came up at some point?
I would consider it, yeah, definitely.